Well, I hate to admit it, but I got this prediction wrong. And now, to anticipate the comments from people acting like they knew all along what was going to happen when they never even made their prediction about the fight public. Hindsight is a beautiful thing. But damn, what a knockout from Jake Paul, and with each passing fight, he just keeps on improving. And it almost looks as if Jake took notes from the Soviet style of boxing, heavy with the jab, and a constant pendulum step to match, using the jab as a means to keep his target at a distance. And what I also really liked is how he would vary the jab. He wouldn't just throw it in one spot, he would mix it up, feinting to the head, then throwing to the body, going down low to make it appear as if he's about to throw the jab to the body, when in reality he's gonna throw a jab up to the head. Also utilizing good footwork, stepping into attack, and immediately stepping out when he senses danger. Dmitry Bivol would be proud, much more than the head-seeking overhand puncher now as well, by also investing to the body, leaving his opponent puzzled as to where Jake would attack next. However, Jake does tend to leave his chin out too much at times, and subsequently gets caught. Or, when throwing a punch, he will lose his balance and leave himself open again. But at the end, this really wouldn't matter. Jake's footwork and superior jab would lead him to create the perfect opening to land a knockout. Jake throws a stiff jab to Andre. Andre's first instinct after the jab is to block his body, because that's how Jake has been throwing all his combinations. Right after the jab, he would throw to the body. This time, Jake mixes it up, however. Instead of throwing to the body after the jab, he decides to throw to the head, something which Andre didn't expect at all. Honestly, really good improvement from Jake. He is a lot more mobile now and is adding much more tools to his arsenal. However, I would like to see him work on his inside game a bit more, because this seems to be the weakest part of his game. He's also doing what every A-side boxer at this stage in their career is doing, fighting more unknown boxers with a decent record. These are exactly the type of fights Jake needs right now so he can get the experience and build himself up as a boxer. And Jake is also dedicated to the sport. He has been fighting every few months. And could we stop with this talk of the fight being rigged? It's not, and this is coming from a guy who was rooting for Andre. Andre August would have quite literally made more money if he won because there was a rematch clause. So this talk of him taking a dive makes no sense.
Yeah, it's a rematch clause that's involved in the contract. So if he would like a rematch, we can get that on.
And he could have gone to call out Logan Paul as well and have another big money fight. But now, none of that is happening. If a guy is actually going to take a dive, they are not going to let themselves be concussed. People who are saying this punch didn't even land hard have clearly never boxed before or even been hit. So, the final question: can Jake Paul become a world champion? Honestly, let's not count him out so quickly. He is only 26 years old and still has a lot of years ahead. Ngannou becoming a UFC champ was an even crazier feat than what Jake is trying to accomplish. And Ngannou only started at 26. If Jake keeps staying dedicated, then anything is possible.